Alright, so you see this thing in front of you? What would you guess it is? A spaceship? Well, believe it or not, this is a plane. This is the VVA-14 made by Bartini-Beriev, Soviet anti-submarine aircraft. You see, Robert Bartini was a famous aircraft designer in the 1960s in the Soviet Union. He analyzed many types of transportation, but he thought that ground effect aircraft were the best type of transport. You see, ground effect is where essentially large planes with their large wingspans hover on a bubble of air between them and the sea for efficiency and good lift without having to use that much power. They still need a little bit of power and speed though. He'd been working on designs for many years, but he got his chance to make one of these big ground effect planes when the Soviet Navy decided to launch an anti-submarine aircraft program, and Bartini won the competition. His design was a catamaran-shaped plane that had floats that would, and the floats would inflate using engine air, like the engines bleed air. Essentially, the engine has to take in air to function correctly, and some of that would be siphoned off for their floats. It would have a VTOL capability, vertical takeoff and landing. Essentially, instead of how a normal plane needs a runway on the land or sea, it would just go straight up and down. It would be powered by 12 R-36 upjet engines. The plane would have 2 turbofan engines on the roof, and the plane would carry 20 tons of weapons like anti-submarine mines, torpedoes, and detection probes. There would be 3 crewmen as well as a submarine detection operator to use the sonar and multiple weapons officers to take care of the weapons. 3 prototypes were built. One was to test floats and basic aerodynamics, one was to test VTOL and fly-by-wire systems, and one was built to test weapons. However, by 1974, there were problems. The VTOL engines weren't ready and the floats had problems, so Beriev scrapped, scrapped the VTOL part, and he added steel permanent floats so it could take away from the problems with the inflating floats. Shortly after he made these modifications, Soviet government considered the plane and the project no longer viable. And unfortunately, Mr. Bartini died shortly after. The program died with him. Now, even though a ground effect plane would normally stay low, as well, like the Bartini-Beriev VV-14 did, in theory, this one could actually fly up to 33,000 feet, while most, I'm not sure if you've heard of the Caspian Sea Monster, another big, I guess, ground effect plane, could only fly like 200 feet off the ground. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you.